Hey folks, it's Ben. We're here with a car video, which doesn't happen a ton for me right now. But we're not doing it on the 94 Chevy Caprice with the cat on it and the 100 cat prints on it. And we're not doing it on the 1994 Buick Regal, which are both cars that run. No, we're gonna save this video for this one here. We got our 1994 Pontiac Bonneville that we got for free. We're gonna go ahead and see if we can get anything going on it. Now, I was told the starter has issues, so we're gonna find that out. And of course, I don't have a battery for it. It takes a side post battery, and all I've got here is a battery out of a Chevy Equinox, and that's top post, but we got some wires and stuff, so we'll see what we can do. Let's go ahead and open up the stable and see where our horses live. What was it? That's the question. Of course, if you're me, you already popped it when you brought the car in here, so I don't actually have to re-pop it again. That seems weird, like it's meant to be there. Remember that. All right, so here's our 3.8 Series 2, and here's our connection for side post batteries, which I don't have, so I don't even know if I have to put this thing in the car. Let's just go ahead and leave it on the ground here, because it's easier to pick up that way, and make some magical connections, see if we can get some lights going on. Fancy car, no underhood light. That's not fun. We'll give a clamp there, and holy crap, double post. Lots of accessories. My clamp is not gonna like that at all. This won't start it anyway. Let's not do these backwards. Let's positive and negative. As far as I can tell, it's working. Let's take a look under the dash here and see if we get some sort of inside lights are on. We got some sort of battery. Look at that. Oh, it still smells good in here. Man, does it stink. Oh, the car's on. Fancy. Oof. Check gauges and brake system, and the chair just moved. That's fun. Well, will it start? No. Will it even crank? That's battery. Or the starter. You don't know with these ones. Let's go get some more batteries. I have a side post that's pretty dead, so let's put that in it, and then we'll put a couple more jumbo cables on a bunch of others and a booster. That might do it. Why won't this thing come out? Oh. Right. Park. Yeah. One hopes this will be a slightly more exciting video than me just turning a key and the lights go ding, but so what we're cooking with now is we got our awesome little battery charger on boost, and we have a side post battery that is completely worthless, but at least it exists. And then we also have our OK Tire battery out of the Equinox, which is still good, but whatever. So between these, maybe we can find out if the starter's okay. So I'm gonna hop in and let's see how we're doing. Lightning. Nothing at all. Just goes like lights are super bright, so I got voltage. I'm not even hearing the solenoid go click. So.
It's going. Brrr.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
So something is.
Yeah. There's something over here.
Oh yeah, it's. Climate control or AC's freaking out or all that stuff, but I'm not hearing a click or anything of the solenoid going like yay. So I guess before we end this awesome video with whatever, let's go ahead and I'm gonna check a couple fuses first, and then we'll try it again. Then we'll edit out a bunch of minutes while we let this thing kind of charge up some, and we'll come right back and do it again. So let's check some fuses. I won't bother you with the awesome, but the panel lives here. So let's go and we'll be back in like 10 minutes. So we've tinkered around for a little while and get the batteries charging up, and that battery's actually good that's on the ground there. It's that one that's a total pile of crap, but did some looking at some fuses that are actually up here. It's got some sort of remote start thingy going on there. Those are all good, and the ones in the dash are good. But we're poking around, and I whacked the starter with a steel rod a couple times. Maybe that'll help. But down here, I'll give you a tour of the car again, but one of these things is not like the other, and that big yellow shiny thing is actually a spark plug wire, but just one. So that's neat, because usually when you do them all, or at least a pair on a coil, so. And then we get this is safe. This is safety right here. It's easier to put the booster cables on first, and then the clamps over. That's proper, versus, you know, having it any other way, because, you know, you want it to be able to, you know, catch fire quickly if it is going to catch fire. So I got it dinging, so we know it's alive. So we'll give it one more kick over here, and then I'll show you some of the unfortunate reasons why we will never be able to drive this car on the road again, unfortunately. So now that the cat's out, thanks. Thankfully she's a girl cat and doesn't pee on everything. Probably nothing, but hey, I can dream. It's still nothing. So we'll have to look into that, I guess, in a future video, which I'm guessing will be sooner than later. Let me give you a tour of why this car sucks. So the good news on this car is that the engine does turn over, because if I grab the alternator and if I use both hands and not hold the flashlight, I can turn the entire accessory system, including the crank. So that does turn. We've got the one weird wire, so that's interesting. The other thing I was told is that they changed the intake manifold gasket, but it still never ran after that. So that means that something's maybe not right there too, and I'm guessing they've got coolant in. Never checked that. Well, it's got lots of oil, like, coolant-y. So we might have a head gasket issue with this girl, tough to say. But let me come on, bring you on over here. And while I was playing, oops, get your finger off that, buddy. Well, I guess one thing we can see from here is that, see, there's a lot of grease down there. The seal to the transmission is toast. I actually pulled it out in pieces, so it's a little bit leaky on that regard. But what was more concerning for me, I come around here, show you in this lower picture, is right there. See, this thing on the bottom here is actually a part of the frame, the subframe that holds up the motor. And then right above it, where you can see through it, that's where the subframe mounts to the body of the car. There's nothing there. So one good punch and she's just twisting that all apart. So that's pretty much a kill condition for me. Just because, yeah, so much torque and horsepower to this 3.8 it's not really attached to the car anymore. And it's about the same story over here. It's not great. So that's why we probably will never drive this car again, but that's okay. I like parts. Parts are good. We also have some fairly significant rust issues in the back. Like, yeah, a lot of the interior paneling. That's not unusual. Rocker panels, I'm used to not having those, but just all the steel back here, all of it is just, it's not here so much anymore. So that's unfortunate for this car. This, by the way, Equinox wheel, not too shabby if you ask me. So that's probably why, between the mileage of 280,000 clicks, probably gonna have to pass on getting it on the road again. Now, that being said, I don't know what to do with this car either, right? Like, obviously it's a great parts car. Probably has a good motor as soon as we get tearing into that. There's that intake manifold too, right? That's not cool. So leave a comment. I was thinking about just start tearing it down to, you know, taking off the crappy parts. But what if I get a Bonneville? It's like this one and I need a fender, right? Like, that's winning. That's a winning fender. That one, not so much. And it's got the cool hood thing, right? But let me know in the comments what you think. Should I just leave it and wait till I get a Bonneville, or should I start tearing into it? It's got the same motor as my 94 Regal and very similar motor to my 2002 Pontiac Grand Prix. You know, I probably will work to try to get it started, but, you know, hey, I'm always appreciating input. So if you could do that, that'd be great. Any questions or comments, also leave those for sure. So it's got a new headlight because she got kissed right there. Yeah, and a leather interior, that's okay. I think these fit great in S10s, to be honest with you, but like the leather seat's a little ripped, so that's not cool. Big dent, and like I said, the rust is a problem. So leave me a comment, subscribe to my channel, Turbo231. I'm really good at video updates, says no one. Actually, I'm getting better at it. We're trying to do a video every day at this point, so we'll just start kicking them out here. Buick will be coming up next year because I got the kid who wants to drive it. So I guess we'll see you next time. What to use for an outro on this thing? I mean, nothing moves on the thing. I like to do the slow-mo on the credits and have something cool happen, but this thing's just sitting here humming. Oh well, screw it. I'll just stick something in there and click on an end card or something.